And we are live, people. Welcome back to the channel. As always, Chosen Wisdom Football. We say what we see, not how we feel. Welcome back, everybody. Today, I'm not optimistic. I'm not looking forward to this match at all. At all, guys. I'm expecting Fulham to beat us. Now that I've seen the team that we are now putting out as well, we're playing Fulham, guys, and it's almost as if I feel like we are the underdogs in this match. I'm not looking forward to this away day. Fulham, where the audience is so close to the pitch, where it feels all close and small and just tight. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm not looking forward to this match. It's almost as if I feel like we're now. I'm just expecting us to lose, and I just have to sit here and just wait for it to happen. Prove me wrong, guys, please, please. Right now, I'm a pessimist, and I want you guys to prove me wrong. That's all. Put in a performance today. The front three that it appears that he started with today. We've seen this front three. We've seen hojlund and garnacho and Bruno. We've seen those three before, and it doesn't work. It just doesn't work. So we'll see. We'll see whether today is a day where it all clicks for this manager, because one thing is clear for me when it comes to this manager, and I will give him a chance. I will allow him to get his own players before I fully assess him. However, I think that he can get more out of the players that he has. One thing I have been saying is drop Bruno in the double pivot. Bruno is not number 10. He's not a number 10. He never will be. Drop him in the double pivot, because for me, that's the only place he can play. So today, at least, it seems as if we're starting with Bruno and Ugarte in the double pivot. Garnacho starts in the 10 with Ahmad. Of course, I'm happy that Ahmad's in the 10. Garnacho, we've seen Garnacho playing the number 10 role, and we've all seen that he doesn't play that number 10 role well. He plays the number 10 role like a winger. He plays out wide. He doesn't know how to play with his back to goal. He doesn't really know how to play between the lines, play on the inside as like a number 10, because he's not a number 10. So Garnacho, the reason why we are looking to sell Garnacho, in my opinion, is one, and the main reason, he doesn't fit in his system. And we can all see that he does not fit in the system. The manager doesn't rate him that high. He's starting today, but he doesn't fit in the system. Where does he play, guys, in this system? He doesn't. He doesn't fit in. So, and the system is all about profiles. So there are two types of Man United fans. There are Man United fans who are player FC. They don't want Man United to succeed and get the right profiles in the system, like the real number 10s that we need. They'd rather us keep Garnacho because something, he's young and he can develop. Listen, there's certain things you can't develop. If you're a winger, you're a winger. You can't be a winger and then develop into a world-class number 10 good enough to play for Man United. It doesn't. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. And whenever you ask somebody, the game's kicked off, by the way, guys. And whenever you ask anybody what Garnacho, what are his outstanding qualities? What are Garnacho's outstanding qualities as a footballer? They struggle to tell you what they are, while at the same time trying to compare him to CR7, to Cristiano Ronaldo. Listen, at the end of the day, Garnacho is a decent squad player for United, but he's not a starter for Man United. Not for the way that we want to play, and not for the system that the manager is implemented. And Ineos, they're all in on this manager. They wouldn't have done all the things they've done yet if they weren't in on this manager. So here we go. Anyway, that's Garnacho. The game started, almost a minute gone already. Let's see what's happening. All right. Game started quickly. Yeah, we've set up exactly how I thought we'd set up. Like I said, with Ahmad and Garnacho in the 10, and Bruno and Ugarte in the double pivot. And I already said that. I said take Kobbie out of the double pivot and put Bruno there, and already you will get a better balance. Because Kobbie, I like Kobbie. We all like Kobbie, but Kobbie, he's not somebody who's gonna like play a 20-yard pass and break the lines. I'm not saying Bruno's the best at that either, but Bruno's more likely to do that than Kobbie. Kobbie wants to touch the ball, have a few touches. He wants to link play. He wants to do the 5-10 yard passing thing. That's what Kobbie wants to do. Bruno's more. He's more likely to do the vertical passes and try to pass through the lanes than Kobbie, and that's what we need in that position. And plus, like I've always said in this channel, Bruno's just a lot. He's very dynamic. We all know that. That's one of his strengths, Bruno. He's a very dynamic footballer. He gets up and down. And I think that's what you need to play in that double pivot. Anyway, what is that? Oh, no, no. Oh, no, no. He needs to try to actually aim for somebody when he does his long kicks. I feel like when he goes long, yeah, he just goes long. I feel like when he goes long, he needs to at least try to aim towards Rasmus or something. Don't just get rid of it. Yeah. Okay. Very, very sloppy at the moment. We're getting less space than we did against Rangers. That's one thing. Against Rangers, we had a bit more space. Fulham ain't giving us the same space. Oh, no, went long, too high for Rasmus. Just needs to just dink it in. Hey, big up yourself, Kind FC, man. As always, bro. Appreciate you always passing through the channel. How's it going? My feed in the US didn't start. Oh, you're in the US, yeah? Didn't start the match yet. I'm fuming. I only pay for this to watch football. I hear you, bro. I hear you. I feel your pain, man. Um, nothing's. The game's started. 4 minutes in. I'm not really happy with the front three. Apart from Ahmad, I'm not expecting us to have loads of the ball and to dominate possession. Really, the manager's taking Kobbie out, so it's now Bruno and Ugarte starting. Other than that, it's as you were, man. Really, look at there, man. Why did Rasmus Hojlund need to take so many touches there? Just one touch, Ras. You don't need to take so many touches. Like even in that position, Rasmus didn't need to give the ball away, man. And the one thing that the manager said about Rasmus Hojlund, yeah, is that his distribution, his ability to hold up the ball, hold up the play, distribute the ball to his teammates, bring others into it's almost non-existent. Non-existent. Like I said, guys, I'm not looking forward to this game at all. I just hope that these guys. There we go, Rasmus. I just hope that these guys surprise me, man. There you go. Well done. No. Oh, yeah. I saw the lineup weren't too pleased, but I guess rotation. Yeah, I guess. I guess. But then again, this manager, he picks and chooses when it's rotation. You know, he picks and chooses. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Oh, nice, nice. Give it to Garnacho. Back in. Just give it back in. Good boy. Over the top. Ah, Bruno, too much. Ah, too much. This the thing is, yeah. Another reason is because people are tired. Like this is a late kickoff for guys in the UK. You're in the US kind of see. So what time is it where you are? Where in the US are you? I'm assuming it's around what 2 p.m. your time. So it's 7 p.m. local time. So this Sunday night kickoff, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it's not it. It's not it. It's not it. Like people are drained, people are tired, and that's me. I don't even need to travel to the stadium. People got to travel and travel back. Yeah, yeah. I think they're taking a piss. Like I said, this 7 p.m. kickoff local time is on a Sunday. It's evil. It's demonic. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah. So you're all right. You're good. Oh my. We can't keep the ball at all. When you start seeing 7 p.m. kickoffs, yeah, on a Sunday, they don't they don't care about the consumers, about the people who go to the matches. They can't care. That is diabolical. Keep the ball, guys. Come on. All right. Maguire and the back. One touch. And again, you got to look for it, ugarte. And again, inside. Okay. Oh, just gave the ball away. Maguire just gave the ball away. Thing is, Fulham are organised. Very, very organised. So this game was always going to be a difficult game. Like, a really, really good Man United side with really good players would find it challenging facing this Fulham side. So Orhan in the house. We got Orhan in the hizzle. Hope you're doing all right, Orhan. Hope you're good. Hope you're well, as always. I have my doubts about United. They are not playing with confidence. Orhan, every day I have my doubts about Man United. Every match. Listen, there's no confidence I have with these. Oh my gosh. See? You see? Oh my gosh. We almost made a mistake already. Already. What's new? Like I said, I'm not gonna judge this manager until this manager gets backed in the transfer windows and he gets given his players. But I will critique the way that he's using the players, his current players, and I do think he can get more out of these players a little bit. I don't rate these players, but I think this manager has been told, yeah, that to free some people out of the squad. Like, when you got Casemiro, and as bad as Casemiro has or has not been, yeah, depending on who you speak to, because I don't think Casemiro has been any worse than any of the players you're watching right now. But he's clearly been told, yeah, to not play Casemiro under any circumstance, and to not really play Antony. There's certain players here who, in my opinion, yeah, it seems have been earmarked to be sold, to moved on because of their wages and so on and so forth, and therefore the manager has been told to avoid using them. Because sometimes I'm like, why is he not? even though you don't fancy Casemiro, why is he not giving like a little 10 minutes or 20 minutes here, like here or there? You know. And every time Antony comes on, I'm not saying Antony should be kept. I'm not saying he's great or anything like that. Before anyone sort of misquotes me, but when he does come on the right hand side, he gives us more balance as a wing back. But he still doesn't start him. So here's what it is. I'm not. I'm just saying that there's a lack of players at this manager's disposal, and I feel like he's been instructed from the top, yeah, down to not play or not include some players like Rashford. I think he's been told to not pick Rashford. I honestly think he's been told not to do that. I mean, you could argue he probably might not want to pick Rashford after the interview and all the things the Rashford's been saying, but I also think that's an instruction from above, from his boss, from Ineos. Anyway, Fulham are the better side, as you'd expect them to be. The better drilled side at the moment, know what they're doing, but we've got the ball at the moment. Dalot in the middle, Dalot. Dalot's not a wing back as well. I mean, the wing backs for me are almost right now. They're not the most. They're not always the most important position in the system, but for the lack of wing backs that we have, I think they're the most important part of the system to recruit for right now, because we don't actually have wing backs. Dalot and Mazraoui are not wing backs, and the only wing back or only player that really can play wing back at a good level is Ahmad, of course. But we know that playing Ahmad wing back, we lose someone out in the 10. And playing Ahmad 10, we lose someone, in a wing back position. So we need wing backs. Or we need wing backs in a profile where Dalot and Mazraoui can't go up and down the pitch. They can't do it like the wing backs. I reckon Amorim needs in his system are proper athletic, quick, go up and down, always providing the width, and also they must have something about them. They must have the ability to beat their man, to cross the ball. Basically, Amorim wants wing wing backs who are wingers first and defenders second. That's what I think he wants. And I think once we get that profile of a player in the two wingback positions rather than Dalot and Mazraoui, because Dalot and Mazraoui are not bad footballers. I think that's one thing we always need to understand. I think it's not that some of these guys are bad footballers. They just don't. They just can't do what the managers ask them to do. That's it, because that's not their position, or they're not trained to do it. So once those profiles of wing backs are in this team, I think we're gonna see straight away like a whole different way of playing. We're gonna look so much better. Ahmad peeled off. Erasmus. Almost. We were lucky there. But can we counter attack Bruno on the left? That's not a good ball, Bruno. Oh my gosh, that's poor. That's not good. We had a bit of a counter on there, but Bruno just couldn't. That simple pass, Bruno. Come on. Smith Rowe, yeah, should. It's Smith Rowe's first touch in a chance where Smith Rowe's been put through. I don't even feel like he should have even taken the first touch. I reckon he should have lifted it over the goalkeeper with his first touch. Just lift it. It's like he tried to control it or something. Oh, this is, look how easy they passed out. There's no, clearly this must be an instruction, but there's no like press from Man United at all. Like the way when I watch Man City sometimes and Chelsea and other teams where you have to earn the right to play out from the back. You can't just play out easily. Fulham are playing out so easy from the back. Yeah, this is not. Like I said, I was not gonna enjoy this game, and yeah, I can feel it. The lit is literally look. The players are literally standing on the pitch. Now I don't have a problem with it. I get trying to soak your opponent in to sort of hit them on some sort of counter attack, but that's not what we're doing. I'm telling you, that's definitely not what Man United are doing. Oh my lord, Rasmus Hojlund, bruv. Rasmus can't hold the ball up one time. Just one time, Rasmus. I can't do this, guys. I can't do this. Oh, Rasmus Hojlund's always on the floor. Why is Rasmus always on the floor? Somebody save me. Somebody explain why this guy's always eating grass, literally. This guy's a rabbit. This guy's full on rabbit. Oof. All right, I will be cutting shot straight into Onana's hands. Here we go. You're so slow. Onana, don't boot it, please. Onana's, yeah. Onana's been told to go long. It's either Onana's been told to go long, yeah, or his confidence, yeah, is shattered and he doesn't want to try to flipping find a man because we're not going short at all when he has it. I feel like out of 7 times that Onana's had the ball, he's gone long like 6 out of 7, like 6 out of 7 times. All right, Garnacho's on the left wing where he's comfortable rather than inside 10 position. And the problem is, yeah, this is where we have to pay attention, guys, to what's happening on the pitch. Because Garnacho never really holds the inside position, he always holds the wide position. Oh, there we go, Garnacho. That's nice from Garnacho. Speaking of, well done. Oh, unlucky, Man United, unlucky. That's the thing. What we saw there, yeah, that little bit of what we saw is Garnacho playing, yeah, in the position that gets the best out of him, as opposed to gets the best out of the system. And that's what the manager's tussling with. Because at the end of the day, you can say Garnacho can't play that inside 10 role. He can't do it. But Garnacho's a winger. That's what he is. So the manager's almost like the manager's almost given up on Garnacho being the inside 10 and he's playing Garnacho and Garnacho's always gonna hold a touchline. That's what he's gonna do. And I feel that the manager's kind of said, you know what? It is what it is. If I get if I get 6 out of 10 from this guy playing wing, and I only get 4 out of 10 from him playing inside 10, then let me get 6 out of 10 from him playing the wing, even though it doesn't suit my system and it disrupts my system. So I don't know. That's not good. Fulham counter attack came to nothing. It looked promising. They were flying forward, but the cross came in for Fulham and it was overhit. So goal kick to Man United. But Fulham just showed there. No, it's a not a goal kick. It's a throw in. Fulham just showed there that they can counter attack, but we kept up with them. One thing that's clear to me about this system is that it works defensively in terms of numbers. You know, 5 players at the back, 3 defenders and the wing backs, and the 4 midfielders in front. Structure wise, the defensive structure is good. It is good. This system. We just need to get the right individuals in the system. Anyway, throw into United, Mazraoui. All right. Can Hojlund hold the ball up? Well done. He got fouled this time. Hojlund got fouled. He won the free kick. And see, now that Hojlund won the free kick, the players have now moved up the pitch. And I've always said this. If your striker can't hold on to the ball, how can you bring your players up? Like, if your striker's not trying to peel off the defenders, trying to stretch them, pick up different positions and hold on to the ball in order to make your team, your defenders and your midfielders push up. Because when your striker has the ball, your team pushes up towards your striker. And then the striker lays it off back to your midfielders, back to your defenders. You move it again. And then you give it back to your striker. You move up when your striker has the ball. And by that time, you're flipping camped in the opposition final third. You have to keep moving up the pitch. Of course, you can counter-attack and go, straight up the pitch and score. But sometimes a counter-attack isn't on. You need to progress or progressively move your team from the low block when you're defending to be camped in the opposition's half. And that sort of like movement, that progression, it works best if you have a striker who at least can hold the ball up, bring others into play, and allow your players to just move up the pitch. I feel like we need to put the pressure on the ball a bit more. I feel like we're standing off a little bit too much against Fulham in the midfield positions, and in the front positions. I don't feel like I've seen us press once since this game has started. Their back four when they've had the ball. We've allowed them, I don't know why, we've allowed them to always pass the ball out from the back. But when we have the ball, when Onana has the ball, all our defensive 5 players are marked. But when they have the ball, trying to pass the ball out from the back, they do it with so much ease. Anyway, what's going on here? That looks like a foul on Ahmad, man. Was not a foul, no? This doesn't look good. Is Ahmad still down? No, Ahmad's getting up. Yeah, this game is painful to watch, man. There's a genuine lack of quality in this game. Ooh. 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 I thought that looked a bit rough from Ugarte. He missed him, really. Caught his toe a little bit, maybe. Yeah, that's a foul. Free kick to Fulham. That's the thing about the midfield 4. I feel like Ahmad is the only player in our midfield 4. The double pivot and the 2 10s that we're playing with. that's actually press resistant. We need press resistant midfield players with close control who can drop a shoulder. And we need press resistant, close control, good touch, technically gifted number 10s. If that's Cunha, then fine, that's Cunha. Oh, and we definitely need a goal scorer. We need somebody who we know that can score at least 15 goals. If that's in Kunku, and if he's past his injury problems, then I can listen. I'm not overly over the moon with Nkunku. I'm not overly excited, but he's still better than a lot of what we have. So I'll entertain it. I'm here for it. Nkunku in one of those 10s, I'm not angry about it. No, don't boot it. Just keep the ball. Just give it to one of our teammates. Lay it off. There's so many players you can pass the ball to. Why are you taking so long? Get into pissing. Why are people so lackadaisical? I don't understand why Onana's held the ball for like 15 seconds and nobody's like interested with the ball. Ah, nice. Fulham are lucky there. You know what Ahmad is like? Ahmad is quick. You can't sleep around Ahmad. You can't sleep around Ahmad, you know. Man will take everything. Pop your chain while you're sleeping like Debo on Friday. Trust me, we've seen Ahmad. We've seen Ahmad press. We've seen Ahmad. Oh my lord, that touch, that first touch from Rasmus. Oh, we are not good at all, man. We are not good at all. Thing is, yeah, just a little bit of quality, yeah, we can unlock Fulham. Thing is, yeah, what? This is why I'm angry. This is why I'm angry at Man United, yeah. This is why I'm angry. The match, yeah, the kind of game that Rasmus is having right now, yeah, the kind of game that Rasmus is having right now, Zirkzee has never had this sort of crap game where he's this bad. Zirkzee's never been this bad. Even the game last game, Zirkzee was better than this. Zirkzee was holding the ball up, bringing people into play. No one's really talking about how bad Rasmus is playing. No one's talking about it. And the last game, yeah, where we saw Zirkzee, Gary never kept talking about, or whoever was commentating kept talking about how what Zirkzee wasn't doing. Zirkzee wasn't doing this and that. And I bet, yeah, we're not going to get the same critique, yeah, about Rasmus Hojlund today. We're not going to hear the commentators talk about Rasmus's poor performance right now. It's never the same energy. It's never the same energy for players. Like, I'm convinced, yeah, the manager keeps doing this to show these. The manager keeps doing this here to show people how bad Rasmus is. Because even though he did this to Garnacho to show everyone how bad Garnacho was, people are still crying that Garnacho is leaving. Even though he showed us all. Even now, right now, we can all see how bad Garnacho is right now. Even right now, he's not good. But yet there'll be people right now online crying that Garnacho's leaving. There'll be people online right now crying that Rasmus Hojlund might Rasmus ain't leaving. But they would cry. If they heard Rasmus is up for sale, they would cry. But they tune in to watch this level of performance week in, week out, while at the same time saying, please keep him. While other players who are better, they're saying, go and sell, go and sell. The identity politics in this football club by the fans is crazy. Once they like somebody that looks a certain way, yeah, and the media pushes that person and gets that person in the fans' mental psyche, it's over. They'll never be able to see objectively ever again when it comes to that footballer. Maguire on the ball at the moment, walking on the pitch, just walking around. I hate to see it. I know I said sometimes it has to happen, but it frustrates me to see players just walking around. Even if, yeah, you're not like going anywhere, just move your body in with a bit of there we go. All right, United, all right. We got the ball. Maguire to Dalot. This is where we need to do better. When our back three have the ball, one of them sometimes needs to break the lines. And because also, one thing I need to also point out to you, man, yeah, if when you're watching it, yeah. Oh, here we go. Well done. What you need to see, yeah, you know that position, yeah, that Mazraoui's picking up. Everyone can watch, yeah. Mazraoui's picking up the number 10. Mazraoui, yeah, is basically playing that number 10. The position that Mazraoui's picking up, yeah, that those inside positions, those are the positions that Garnacho needs to be picking up if he's playing the position correctly. What we're seeing, yeah, is Garnacho, the number 10, hog the touchline that the wing back needs to be operated in. So Mazraoui, the actual wing back, has to now invert and be, cut in and be that number 10 and occupy that number 10 role. So that's how the manager clearly has set us up here to get around Garnacho's deficiency because he can't play the position. And yet we want to keep this guy that we have to just transform everything to play. We have to transform all of this stuff to play and have inverted wing backs. Listen, we need Dogu or whoever you need to sign on that left to hold that touchline, bring in flipping Cunha to play the number 10, and I'm balloons and ting. Say no more. And already you're gonna get a better functioning team. Anyway, Bruno! Alright, cleared by Fulham. Ball into the box from Bruno. Oh, well done. I love Ahmad, man. Ahmad kept fighting, but I feel sorry for Ahmad, man. He's drowning out there. He's drowning out there. And Bruno on the ball again. Bruno, release the ball. You can't dribble, man. You ain't got no feet. And Bruno's acting like he's gonna do something with the ball at his feet, apart from passing it. Bro, this. Alright, give it back to Ahmad. Okay, Ugarte. Ugarte is never gonna do anything special. Ugarte ain't gonna do nothing special progressively with the ball. Martinez, Garnacho holding the width. Mazraoui, back to Garnacho. Good. That's nice. Give it to Bruno. 1-2. Look for it again. Well done. That's better. I don't understand. We should be doing this more. Giving goals. Simple 1-2s. Simple overlapping runs. Let's do it. Keep going because keep doing the overlap. That's what Arsenal do. Arsenal have the same move. Saka to Odegaard, back to Saka. That's all they do. Saka, back to Odegaard to Saka, back to back to Odegaard, back to Saka. They're overlapping and underlapping runs. Keep banging it out, and eventually, one of the defenders is going to forget to follow you. One of the defenders is going to forget to track you back. And all you need is that one overlap, that one pull back, bang, go. Well done, Onana. Flipping heck. Oh, we went long. Oh, Rasmus wasn't even looking at the. Rasmus wasn't even looking at the ball. Dalot did. All right. Am I? Did we all just see that? Dalot went long to Rasmus. I swear Rasmus wasn't even looking in the direction of the ball, and he just hit his head. No. I need to see this again. I don't know if I'm gonna get to see this again. I don't understand this game. I don't even know what that means. What does that even mean, man? I'm tired, man. I need to see this again. I swear the ball hit. I swear the ball hit Rasmus on his back. No, tell me, someone comment. I need help from people in the chat. Did the ball? Did the ball hit Rasmus on his back or what? I don't understand. This guy turned. This guy saw the ball was coming towards him and then turned his back to the ball. This guy's playing for Manchester United Football Club. Jimenez, man, why are you shooting from there? Osman and kind of see. Give him time. Give him time. Time for what? No, Man United, yeah. These guys will pick and choose, yeah, when Man United are our development team. 1 minute they're like, we need good players and whatnot. We need to do this. We need to do that. Next minute it's like, no, let's keep these players that are not good enough. So maybe in 3 years' time, hopefully, maybe, fingers crossed, they might be good enough. Bro, let me tell you a secret, yeah. I want everybody here to listen to me right now on this channel. There has never been, yeah, a world-class footballer in the history of football, yeah, that was not good at 18 years old. If you can tell me one world-class footballer in the history of football, yeah, that at the age of 18 or 19, 20, at Rasmus Højlund's age, was not already a bad man. Was not already a bad man, yeah, with technical ability. Because we seem to, and I don't know why, seem to think you can go from being shit to being good enough to lead the line at Man United in like 2 years by just what? Jimenez. Oh, by just what? Training. Listen, you start playing football, yeah, at the age of like 4. Between the age of 4 and the age of like, let's say 18, that's when you make the most amount of development. That's when you learn how to kick a football and you almost master it. That's when you see the most amount of development. When you're 18 years old, yeah, you can improve, but you refine your game. Like you can shoot harder. You can, you can't really get quicker. You can maybe, refine your game, get a bit better at passing. If you're passing to 6 at 18, by the time you reach 19, 20, it could be a 7 or 8 out of 10. You know what I'm trying to say? But if you don't have control of the football, if you can't control the ball at 20 years old with your feet, if you cannot control the ball at 20 years old with your chest, you cannot then be able to control it at 23 because you've had from the age of 4 to 20 to do it. And between the age of 4 and 20, you couldn't do it. And all of a sudden, I'm supposed to believe that now, as a professional footballer, you are now going to develop the ability to control the ball, even though you've been playing football for 20 years of your life and not being able to do it then. People don't use their fucking brains. Sometimes when you can see a player can get better, it's clear because they have the fundamentals there already. They have the base there. When you're lacking some of the fundamentals, you then have to question, where do you think or where do you see this improvement, yeah, is going to come from? Where? Name me a striker, yeah, that wasn't a bad man at age 20. Or had tech. Crazy, man. These people are crazy. And Oz, Højlund's having a disaster class, bro. This is how he plays every game. The problem I have is that we don't judge performances. We judge output. He plays like this every game. And he's played like this every game last year, but he scored 15 goals. So imagine this performance that you're seeing, but in the 70th minute, a cross goes in and he shoots and he scores. The exact same performance, but he scores. He gets a 7 and 8 out of 10 because he scores, even though his performance is still the same. This is what you see from Højlund. This is him as a footballer. Oh, that's nice. Dalot. Cut it back. And we've had players like Weghorst that offered a lot more to the team. My issue with this, Oz, I don't mind, yeah, if you have a striker, yeah, that scores bare goals, yeah, like a Haaland, but don't contribute to the team. Yeah, don't have good 90-minute performance, but you're banger. For me, it's hard to find them strikers, and 2, it's hard to play with somebody who doesn't want to get involved in the build up because you're essentially playing with 10 men. But hence why loads of strikers now are like number 10s and they drop deep and they loads of strikers like Salah are wide forwards now. But you can excuse Haaland. because he bags goals. If you're not bagging goal and you're not a good striker, you got to at least give me something. You got to at least help the team. Nice ugarte, little dummy there. You got to at least help the team, bro. And he doesn't do either. But because he looks like the kind of striker that Man United fans like. He looks like the kind of striker that Man United fans want. He fits a profile, but that's not a footballing profile, but he fits the eye profile of what these people like to see. They want him to be successful because he fits something. Look at him. They want it to work. They need it to work. That's what you're seeing with Hojlund and Garnacho. Anyway, free kick to United. Let's see what we can do here. All this complaining. Yeah. Yeah, Dalot. I've always said Dalot needs to do more when it comes to set pieces, man. Because Dalot is not a small guy, man. Dalot is actually a unit, you know. Yeah. Kind of see. Didn't it happen last game? The ball hit him on the back. Did it? Did it happen last game? I know last game Zirkzee played most of the game. I think he came on against Did it hit him? Did it happen in the last game as well? Did it? Oh man, is it? So what are you saying? Kind FC. Is it something that he's doing on purpose? Are you trying to credit him for doing it, or because it's either you're saying there's a pattern of shitness that we're seeing, or there's a pattern because he's actually doing it on purpose. Like, what were you saying here? There's a pattern of shit. Of shit. It's a pattern of shitness on purpose. Both. Oh man. I knew this game was gonna be this. I knew like it wasn't nothing was gonna happen in the game. And all I was gonna do was just talk. Like I knew this game was gonna be like one of these games. 45 it's 43 minutes on the clock. Oh, oh, that's nice. That was nice from Hojlund. You see me, yeah. Like I say on this channel, I say what I see, you know. What I do is say what I see. Hojlund did a little nice move just there. And I'm like, yes, Hojlund, that's what I want to see from you, bro. Oh my gosh. Who was that? Who was that? Who was that? Who played that pass? Listen, if Garnacho, yeah, and his brother and his dad and all his family was standing on his shoulders, I don't think Garnacho, they still wouldn't have got that ball. So, kind of see, you know, not on purpose. It's just that his reading of the game isn't there. Bro, that's not even reading of the game. Well, it is reading of the game. Technically it is. But it's like reading of the game, flight of the ball, football, the general. Oh, oh my God. No! Just general football intelligence is not there. He's not. At the end of the day, yeah, do you know what I don't like about Hojlund, yeah? Is the fact that he wasn't even a striker at Atalanta. Is the fact that, yeah, Atalanta didn't play him up front because they knew that he's not good enough, yeah? And so he's not good enough to play up front, yeah, from in the team that we bought him from. Imagine, yeah, Manchester United, yeah, the biggest football club in the world, yeah, buying a striker to play up front for Manchester United who's not even playing as a striker for a worse team in a worse league and wanting him to come here and play as a striker in the most demanding and physical league in the world. It's like maybe he was one for the future. Maybe I don't know, but I still understand that signing of Hojlund, man. I don't get it. When you look at his record, he's never been a striker. He's never scored more than 10 goals. Not in the. He's only 20, so he's not had like a. He's not been in the youth team. In the youth team, when he's playing, he wasn't scoring goals. So basically, we've got somebody playing up front for Man United, yeah, who does not know how to score goals. Factually, not opinion. Like his record is there. His goal scoring record is there for us all to see. He doesn't score goals, and we spent £72 million on him, and we knew all this, but we saw. You know what it is, right? Maybe it's the profile thing. Maybe we saw something in him. We saw that he was quick. We saw that he was athletic, and we saw that he could swing his left foot, right? And that's what we saw. And we built this team, yeah. This team is built for pace and power, for transition. Ten Hag has said it many, many times. He's not playing Ajax way. He's built the team for transition. So he is not supposed to be dropping deep and controlling the ball and doing all of these things. Rasmus Hojlund is supposed to be playing off the shoulder and just running in behind, running in behind, running in behind. I think that's why he was bought. The problem is you can't always play like that, because against low blocks, which is most good teams, or teams that are not good, not as good as us, will set up with a low block. So you can't do no running behind business. Otherwise, Rashford would be the best player in the world. That's all Rashford knows how to do. Running behind and nothing else. You can't play with his back to goal. So now that we've got this player, and got a lot of these players who play this transition, who are bought for Ten Hag's transition football. Mason Mount, all of these players were bought for Ten Hag's transition, quick, frantic football that we just couldn't implement. So I don't know. People. Like I said, my opinion with Rasmus Hojlund, and I know Rasmus is not the reason why we're not playing well, but out of all the players on the pitch, for me, he's probably the weakest link. He's the one that is definitely underperforming. Like, if I'm gonna rate everyone out of 10, he'll probably get the lowest rating for me right now. And it's like, he's just not doing enough. His football fundamentals is just not there for me, man. Like, I've not seen him have a good game. And when I say good game, I mean 90-minute performance. I haven't seen it in a Man United shirt. And to be honest, I don't know if I'm gonna see it. I just hope. I can only hope. And at least I'm honest. Like, most of the fans will be like, oh, Rasmus will come good. Listen, the only thing I have left for Rasmus is hope. Because based on my brain and based on what I know about football, what I've seen over the years, I do not believe he will ever. That's my objective assessment. So all I have left is just hope. I hope I am wrong. I hope he finds something. Because he's supposed to be like a Jamie Vardy. That's what he's supposed to be for us. A nuisance. Quick. We were told that this guy was quick. This guy, think about Rasmus. I think his speed is over a long distance. I feel like he's one of them players that once his legs stretch and he gets going, like a Usain Bolt. Usain Bolt is not quick off the draw. When Usain Bolt gets going, that's when that's when you see his speed. But it is what it is, man. We're not playing that well, but at the end of the day, we're away from home. So let me try to look at it a different way. Let me try to be optimistic and say, how can I spin this and look at it in a positive? We're away from home against Fulham, and it's 0-0. We haven't conceded. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. And to be fair, Fulham look like they could score, but Fulham aren't pinning us back. I don't feel as threatened, yeah, as I felt, yeah, when I was watching us against even Southampton or Newcastle or Bournemouth. We don't look as bad as that. In terms of, we don't look like we will easily be opened up. However, we do not look good on the ball. Once again, I'm going to say, off the ball, our structure is good. We don't look like we are easily beaten. And if we are, it's probably an individual mistake. But on the ball, when we have it, the way we move, the way we pass, our decision making, the quality on the ball is absolutely shocking. It is. I don't know what this manager is now going to do. I feel like he keeps doing this. I'm going to play with Rasmus, and then I'm going to bring on Zirkzee. And straight away, whenever he does that, The quality improves so much that at this point, if you are still wanting Rasmus Hojlund to start over Zirkzee, you don't want the best for Man United. Because we've seen many times this season the way that we played much better when Zirkzee is brought onto the pitch. And when Zirkzee starts, even though many of us will argue that neither of them will be leading the front line in an Amorim team 3 years from now. They might both be rotation players, but one of them is definitely better than the other. You can argue both of them are not good enough, but one of them is definitely better than the other, and that's Zirkzee. And at this point, I reckon that you're just disingenuous. Yes, rotation and all these things, but one of them is definitely better. So it is what it is. Yeah, we need to move the ball faster, guys. We need to move the ball faster, and these guys are just not confident. Let me read. Not confident at all to move the ball. Let me read some more of your comments quickly. Kind FC. Even his fans admit he often makes a run to the wrong post in the. Yeah, Zirkzee. No, sorry, not Zirkzee. Rasmus Hojlund. I don't understand where Rasmus Hojlund fans come from. You know when someone hasn't really done it. I don't get, yeah, and I think you guys need to help me understand why you need to do so little. Why you need to do so little now, and just to get like a massive fan base and a massive loyal fan base. Like Garnacho, just by his proximity to CR7, to Cristiano Ronaldo, sucking him off, pause, he's managed to just get a bit of, CR7 fan base. And now he's like, his fan base is large. And I'm thinking, what's Garnacho done in football for Manchester United to have such a large following of loyal supporters? I don't understand this anymore in football. I feel like footballers, I feel like footballers now understand how important it is, how important PR is. PR is the only thing that matters. Who you are in real life, what you do, none of that matters. What matters is perception. If you can create like a Rashford for 10 years, a total different character in the media than who you are, if you can create a media PR monster that shows you in certain lights that you feed kids or whatever it is, listen, you are good. Get your PR team up, because facts in this world don't really matter. You can be a footballer like Garnacho, who's not that good, and have amazing PR to the point where Man United are demanding 60 million. To the point where Man United fans are crying, saying, we should never let him go. We should never. Listen, 60 million pounds? Listen, I would have sold Garnacho for 30 million rupees. Rupees. And I don't even understand that currency, but I know it's not fair. I know that. And I would have done it. And yet there's people saying, 60 million pounds? No, don't sell him. These people, yeah, don't deserve nice things. Look at what we're seeing from this Garnacho guy. Sell this guy, yeah, so we can get players that fit this manager's system. We have how many days? 4 days or something of the transfer window to go? 8 days. Not a long time. Not a long time. Anyway, guys, let me know what you man are saying. The second half is about to kick off in about 4 or 5 minutes. I am gonna go and get myself a drink. Go and get yourselves a drink, people. Go and get yourself your smokes, because there's not gonna be much else going on in this match. So relax yourself. It's Sunday evening. Sunday evening. So relax yourself, chill out, and yeah, let's see what I want. Anyway, I'll be back in a bit. We're back, and no changes have been made. Hope everyone's had got their drinks, their smokes, whatever they're doing, eating your food. 3 p.m. Was it 3 p.m. in the States now? Kind FC. What's the stat? Sorry. So Rasmus Hojlund hasn't scored in 36 out of 48 games. 75% of the games he hasn't scored in. He's only scored in 1 in 4. And like he probably scored braces. So it's like he's not scored in like loads of games either. That's like the goals he scored has been like in a few games. And I bet now people are gonna be asking for Zirkzee to come on. And what are people saying about United taking the train? I saw the pictures of United taking the train. I want to know what people's opinions on that are. All the costs that we're cutting. Anyway, let's hope the second half has started, guys. So let's hope this second half is better than the first. Because, boy. Quick, guys. Quick. And again, in. What's happened here? Oh, Dalot. It's so easy. It's so easy to press us into a mistake. I think that's probably when going long to your striker will help. When there's no outlet for a pass out from the back, sometimes you want to go long to your striker and you want your striker to hold the ball up. And again, quick. Has to be quick. And again, good. Quick. Who's looking for it? No. Oh, Rasmus can't even control that pass. Oh, did you guys see that? Did you guys just see that? The pass inside from Ahmad to Rasmus, and Rasmus couldn't even control the ball. I don't. What's happening here? Like, I don't understand. I almost feel sorry for him now. I mean, all right, let's try something different. He can't see us, he can't hear us. But I reckon right now, yeah, if I was in a stadium, I might cheer for Rasmus. Because at this point, I feel like it's sad now. All right, he's got a free kick there. Good. Come on, Rasmus. Look at Garnacho. He just looks, yeah, cold. Like if he, listen, you know the ones, yeah, where if you're playing football and you look cold, yeah, it means you're not in the game. If your shoulders are up like that, yeah, and you're like this here on the pitch, it means you're not in the game. You're not. If you look cold, you're not involved. All right, Dalot inside to ugarte. Cool, 10. Nice, Ahmad. We'll take this free kick. That's what we need, man. We need to find the half spaces like that, Ahmad, and turn and drive. Like we need confident and competent passers of the ball that could drive the ball and fizz the ball through the gaps. And we also need the tens to find the spaces, and also the tens to have the ability to once they've got the ball, to turn and go and drive forward. Anyway, free kick. Bruno's over the free kick. Oh, good. Bruno, nice. Don't shoot. Oh, Bruno's one of the few players, yeah, that I routinely have to be like, don't shoot, please don't shoot. Imagine that. Imagine there's a footballer in your team, yeah, where he scores goals, but he shoots so much, so he's going to score goals. You know, when it's like, for Bruno, yeah, I always put it down to more numbers rather than, like, he has the quality as well, but he spams the thing, man. He will do the 15 shots, 15 outside of the boot, 15 outside of the foot crosses until he gets it right. He's more of a numbers rather than some like David Silva or some like Iniesta or some, who would only make the pass, yeah, if it's actually on. Bruno would keep making the same pass, yeah, even if it's not on. But eventually, 1 out of 10 times, yeah, it will work. That's that's Bruno. Keep pressing triangle, keep pressing through ball on FIFA until eventually it will work. Anyway, Kind FC. His confidence is on the floor. He is a young man who probably looks online for affirmation. No, I hear that. I hear that. If I was there, I would cheer him on because he is wearing the shirt, though I don't rate him. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's like I said. Obviously, online, it's different. Online, you're watching a match, so you can critique. Right now, I'm critiquing, man. If I was in a stadium, he's playing for my team. I want my team to win. So I will cheer him. I will try to encourage him, and I'll be like, listen, come on, get your touch right. Let's go. Because he looks like his confidence is low right now. So low. Because Rasmus is not good. I don't rate him. Like you kind of see, I don't rate him, but yeah, this is him being Rasmus as well as I feel like, yeah, he's not scored a goal in a while. And he knows, as you've said, this day and age, we know the Twitter world, the online world, it's there. It's the big part in for a lot of people. It's the biggest part of their life, of their world, the online world. It's not like it was back in the day when there was no online world. It was just newspapers and that was it, and the TV. So these guys, he's probably feeling it, man. He's probably feeling that heat. But let's just keep it 100 because if that was another player, it would be like, oh, it would be if you can't handle the pressure, you can't handle the weight of the badge. Don't we hear that a lot, don't we? You can't handle the weight of the badge. Can't handle. If Rasmus can't handle the weight of the badge, then it is what it is. Traore is coming on for. Listen, that's what I'm saying. I said Wolves. Confused. Fulham. Turkish. Rasmus reminds me a bit of Lukaku when he misses the balls. Yeah, I mean the reason why he reminds you of Lukaku because both Rasmus and Lukaku are footballers primarily because of their physical abilities more than their actual football abilities. I mean Lukaku is looked at as like some physical presence, backing into defenders, all that dominating defenders and all these things. But his football fundamentals, his ability. I mean, Lukaku is much better than Rasmus. Let's not take the piss out of Lukaku. Lukaku can score goals, but just like Rasmus, his hold up play, his ability to actually play football, to actually play football freely, is not good. It's not good. Like people like Rasmus and Lukaku, who are just athletically gifted, they're just players that just skipped certain grades. They skipped the control lesson. They skipped the lesson about controlling the football because they've never needed to control the football. Why would you need to control the ball when you're just quicker than everyone? When you're 10, yeah, and you're playing against other 10-year-olds in the academy, and you're just running ring around everybody, and you don't really need to have that close control because you're just big and stronger. Like, it's just logic. Them sort of players, yeah, are always a low tech players. Long are the days, yeah, where you get like physical, like you still get them, but don't forget we had like guys like Adriano, yeah, that was a physical bully, yeah. He looked like like Adriano, yeah, looked like he shouldn't be able to play like football like that. But Adriano was just like, he was fake, man. I don't understand Adriano because he was just like fluid with the ball at his feet. Such a big man. Like his step overs, and oh my lord, Adriano's flipping his shot. I swear he would break every net with the way he would shoot Adriano. I forget about Adriano, you know. I forget how good this guy was, man. Hey, every unlucky. All right, stay alive, stay alive. Kind FC. That video of the team going to the train, Rasmus was really the only one that looked in the direction of the person filming. He almost looked in the camera. Oh, what does that mean? What's that psychology? What's that saying? He's more conscious of what's happening, so he's more locked in. He's less locked in. What does that mean? Oh, oh, no, free kick. Oh, I was getting excited. I thought it was a penalty. I was like, yeah. Where is Masraoui? No, let's VAR. Yeah, no, it's a free kick. Free kick. Look at Fulham trying to give us stuff. We ain't played well at all, but Fulham trying to flip in give us stuff. Listen, like I said, yeah, it's 55 minutes and it's still 0-0. So wait, it has to be got Bruno, surely. I mean, who else? We don't really have free kick takers like that as well. This United side lacks world class quality. I don't know about this. I don't know, man. Maybe traveling on the train might humble some of these guys. It seems like some sort of cost cutting. Is it some called cost cutting in your thing? No more planes. I don't know, man. The video was going around on the internet like it was a big deal, man. I don't really find it that much of a big deal, to be honest. I'm taking train. You. Mm. I thought I thought that was in. I thought that was in from Bruno. You tried to be slick. Whatever. Whatever. What's the changes now? Delete for Lenny Euro and Rasmus Hojlund for Zirkzee. Look at the crowd. Oh, Joshua Zirkzee. Anyway, yes, like less able to block out the external noise. Don't forget, weeks back he was beefing some fan on. Oh yeah. Oh man. Be careful. Rasmus. He's saying Rasmus is rattled. Uh, but why? Because he hasn't been booed out of the stadium like Zirkzee has. I mean, they're not cheering him and they're not, singing his song or anything, but they're not booing him. Yeah, I don't. But I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. Either way, it doesn't matter if I don't believe it. At the end of the day, his confidence is clearly gone. And player his age, like I said, the media stuff, online stuff, all that stuff, it means more. It means more to them. So we're seeing potentially a player like kind of he says enabled to base himself emotionally. He can't base himself emotionally, and he's unstable at the moment, low on confidence. Yeah, he's just not having a good time, not having a good time at all. Rasmus. And for if you get and if you can get the top reds singing for Zirkzee over you, then something's happening because the top reds, we know what the top reds sometimes can be like. So yeah, I don't know. Foul. I know. I forgot. Rasmus beefing fans. You know, footballers need to relax. You know, fans are gonna be fans. Oh, all right. The game is opening up a little bit more now. Uh oh. Oh. All right. I feel like the game's gonna start opening up a little bit now. So we brought Zirkzee on. So I'm hoping that's all I have right now. Hope and prayers. Oh, the thing is, yeah, Martinez is the one that went two-footed. Martinez is the one that went in two-footed. I don't think he's hurt, you know. Is he really hurt, Martinez? Martinez knew what he was doing, you know. This is what yeah, Martinez does, yeah. If Martinez is your player, you're like, what a scumbag. But if he's playing against you, you're thinking, what a scumbag. But in a different way, like Martinez is that player. He's always borderline a bit too dirty. You know what I'm saying? He gets away with like borderline things, Martinez. I always noticed that. He does. Adama got his revenge on Licha. Remember when Licha was talking? Yeah, yeah, I remember. Man was trying to leave it in, but I felt like Martinez was the one that left it in on him still. But yeah, no, it's good. I remember. I remember Licha was talking the most amount of smoke. Like, what was he saying? After because I think the first like challenge he got the best out of him, innit? He got the Adama got the best out of Leacher, but then after that, yeah, he like kind of pocketed him or something, and he was like, yeah, I think he spoke some sort of smoke, man. He was spitting some flames. So yeah, Adama just Adama banged two sets on the chest, before the game to get himself a little pump. Oh, 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 nice. Yeah, I feel like Adama looks extra pumped today, innit? It was Isn't Adama that guy that says he greases? Didn't he say he oils his arms? Man greases his arms before the matches because people try to drag him down and put him down too much. Didn't he say something like that? Yeah, bro. Adama don't look like a footballer, man. There's some players, yeah, you just look at them, yeah, and then you see why they're always injured. Like Reece James, yeah, you can just look at Reece James, yeah, and you're like, yeah, yeah, you're. That's why your knees are always gonna be messed up, bro. Like Reece James just looks stocky, bro. He looks too wham. He looks too hench. I mean, how can he run around with that frame? Oh, What the hell was that, man? Flipping heck. Oh, man. All right, this game is stretched now. Fulham on the attack. Mazraoui lets it go. Lenny, please, Lenny. Have a good... Oh, clipped in. Okay. Fulham keeping the ball now. Flipping man. Traore, yeah. No one can get the ball off him, yeah. This guy is just so big and strong. He's just everyone, yeah, just that comes up against Traore is just on the floor. He's just bouncing everyone off him. Like, oh my lord, that pass was not good enough. That pass was not good enough at all. I need Garnacho to move off the touchline every now and again and play like the inside 10 he's supposed to play and pick up smart positions. Because, you know, there's like certain spaces that open up, yeah, for him to drop deep and collect the ball. And he's not doing it. He's not doing it. Because I don't feel like he's comfortable in those spaces. All right, United have the ball again. Bruno, Martinez. The team's pushing up towards the halfway line, mid-block. So we're in the mid-block at the moment. We need to push up. Yeah, Ahmad's got the ball. All right. Keeping the ball. But we need to be quicker. We're very, very slow. This is very, very slow and passive. And everyone's just taking 2 or 3 touches. There's no movement in front of the defense at all. How many shots have we had? Good, Ahmad. Oh, it's not good, Ahmad. All right, Garnacho's the ball. Well done, Garnacho, cut in. What is that, Bruno? Oh, we can't do nothing. We got nothing about us. When we have the ball, it's just like, ugh. Yeah, kind of see. Dalot is inverting because Garnacho can't play in the pockets. Yeah, the same thing I said in the first half when Mazraoui was playing on Garnacho's side. Because obviously Dalot and Mazraoui have now swapped, right? But when Mazraoui was playing on the left in the first half, Mazraoui kept inverting into the pockets, into the space that Garnacho should be trying to occupy. Imagine if Garnacho was occupying those spaces, yeah, and was able to get the ball and turn and then go left or right. It's frightening because if you can get into that space, face your man up, yeah, go either left or right, like a Tyler Dibbling can or Nkuku, we'll be such a better team. I'm telling you. All Garnacho's doing is hogging the touchline, like I keep saying. And our wing back in Amorim's system, that touchline is controlled by our wing back. Garnacho's not the wing back in this system. He is the 10, so he shouldn't be hogging the touchline. He should be coming in field, joining up with the 2 double pivots, joining up with the double pivot to link the play, dropping into the gap, turning, doing 1-2s, giving goals. That's what he wants to do. He wants the 10, but Garnacho can't do that. So Garnacho just wants to face up his man and run. That's what Garnacho wants to do. Face up his man on the wing and run. That's his default. And I don't know if Amorim can reprogram I mean, like people keep saying he's young and all these things. So maybe you can reprogram him to maybe understand the position more, but you can't reprogram someone to learn how to control the ball and drop a like. There's certain things you can't like teach a man how to do at the age of 20, and he's not a number 10. Garnacho. Come on, Zach. You got to do better than that. Come on, United, man. Just take this one chance, man. Can we in 90 minutes create this one good goal scoring chance playing progressive football? Just give me that at least before the game finishes, guys. Just one shot. Just give me one shot on goal, one shot on target. We're nervous, man. Our whole team is nervous. Look at us. The thing is, I don't know. It's like Ineos could argue that. Could Ineos say something like, "Listen, you're not showing us enough, yeah." Oh my gosh. Iwobi. Iwobi. Up. Okay, well defended by Maguire. Well done. Do you know what? Yeah, Ineos could argue that I'm not. It's not in their best interest to, but argue that they won't back the manager until he shows them enough with the players that he has, and maybe they might feel like he hasn't. I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud. I mean, if they don't back the manager that they've appointed, then they lose out too. So it's in their best interest to back him. But I just feel like this manager, like I said before, can get more out of the. Well done, Zirkzee. Can get more out of the players that he has. Cool. We'll take the throw in. 71 minutes on the clock. Like I said, I knew it was going to be one of those games, and it has been one of those games, guys. It's been dead. I'm not going to lie. Let's be real. Let's be completely honest. It hasn't been an exciting game, and it hasn't been a game with much quality at all. Is your side? Nice. Oh, lucky guys. Do you know what? We're trying. You man, we're trying to do something. Oh my lord. Oh, Traore. Thing is, I feel like we're trying to play, but we just can't play because the players just not good enough. You know, when Traore is dinking, trying to flip and dink through your defense, yeah, dink through your team and glide like he's Ryan Giggs in FA Cup '99. You know you got problems because this guy can't. You shouldn't be able to do that. Adam, this guy built like a flipping boxer. Ah, What? So Toby Collier's gonna come on for Ugarte? What's for who? I should give it to Zirkzee, man. I should give it to Zirkzee, man. What is 17 doing? Just pass the ball, kind of see, bro. I don't understand 17. I don't know what he's doing. Like, I don't understand what. Oh my gosh. There we go. Thank God it's Adama, man. Thank God it was Adama and not somebody with some quality, man. What's going on? Martica Martinez coming to confront Adama on something. This guy, bruv. Flipping neck. Ugarte is struggling. What's Martinez? What's Lissandro doing? He actually went looking for Adama. I swear, yeah, Martinez wasn't even even in like Adama's proximity, and he just went looking for him. Ugarte look like he's done out here, bro. Nah, man, I ain't gonna lie, yeah, because Lissandro, yeah, is Argentinian, yeah, and because I know them men are singing them songs, yeah, and because I know the history of Argentina, yeah, I don't even want Martinez to even look at Adama sideways. In other words, I don't even need Martinez to look at man sideways. Just don't even look at man sideways. Even though you play for my club, there's things more important than football. Still, I ain't gonna lie. That's what I'm saying. Kind FC, he pushed him, but he didn't budge. No, Adama just didn't go nowhere. When you push a man, yeah, and you're the one that moves after you push him, you push him. You know, like don't push him again, innit? Just don't do it again. Nah, man, don't let Adama start feeling himself. Thing about Adama, when he starts feeling himself, he goes from like the shittest winger in the world, yeah, to flipping Ronaldinho in like 5 minutes for like a 5 minute period before he turns shit again. Like if you get Adama confident, yeah, he will start doing silly things, man. So someone needs to clamp him like one time and just let him know. Anyway, I think he was mad, but they played on while they played on while Ugarte was down, and he was like, "What you doing, man? My man was down. He played on. I don't care. It's not a head injury. I don't need to stop it." This match, man. There you go, 17. That gap, that little hole there. That's where you should be. Just stay there. Oh, lucky Garnacho. Oh, Martinez. We're just speaking. I don't know what celebration that is. I have no idea, guys. Don't ask me about it. But we got life. We are lucky. We have been crap. What? Listen, what can he say? What a fortunate. That ball looped over the goalkeeper's head. I can't even say what a goal because that deflection looked crazy and it wasn't him. But that celebration. What is that celebration? Let me see this again, guys. All right. He just whooped. Yeah. It took a crazy deflection. Let me see. Let me see. Yeah. He looped over the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. The thing is, yeah, just the other day I was saying, yeah, when's the last time we saw like a 30-yard screamer in the Premier, like in the Premier? Maybe we have, but like back in the day, yeah, we used to see like at least two or three 30-yard screamers every week in the Premier League, like a Gerrard or a Lampard, whatever. Now we don't really get them, man. Even though that took a massive deflection, listen, this is one of them games where we have been crap. The match has been boring as hell. But away from home against Fulham, this was a must. Well, every game's a must win. Let's shut up shop. Listen, we're not gonna play good today. We're not gonna play well today, right? We got 20 minutes to go, yeah. And for 70 minutes, yeah, we played rubbish. So we're not gonna start playing well. So let's just shut up shop. Keep everything flipping tight. No individual error. What are you doing, Lenny Euro, bro? Literally saying no individual errors, and Lenny Euro's flipping mind is just glitched. His brain glitched. Anyway, yes, man. Yeah, man. Yes, kind of see, man. Scrappy goal, but we'll take it, man. It's one of those ones where the manager, he wants before. Please, Amorim also, don't do no 100 changes. Don't put Kobbie Manu in the double pivot. Please don't put Kobbie in the double pivot. Please don't put Kobbie in the double pivot. What's happening here? Malacia wingback for Mazraoui. He's gonna put Kobbie in the double pivot and put Bruno in the 10. That's of course he's always gonna do that. Oh, this manager. Like I said, I'm gonna give this manager time, but some of his decisions, I ain't feeling them. We haven't conceded in a game. We haven't conceded. Defensively, we've been fine. So if we concede a goal now, yeah, after these changes, yeah, I might be annoyed because even though this game hasn't been good, yeah, neither team have really looked like, we haven't had any shots and neither team has looked like scoring. So if we just somehow start dying all of a sudden, yeah, I will be frustrated because I don't know if the manager needs to do that. Because I don't like Kobbie now in a double pivot. He's okay there, but I don't. If you got Bruno, there's no reason for him to be there, in my opinion. So yeah, we'll see. Look how deep we are now. There we go. Well done, Ahmad. Put him under pressure. Yeah. You're funny. So you're saying you don't want Adama to remember his education? Nah, that's funny. That's funny. You definitely got it. I don't know. That. I felt like that celebration that Martinez had was something to do with Adama. Obviously, I'm projecting, clearly projecting, but I'm thinking that's funny. Don't sing Ruben Amorim's chant. Amorim. That's so silly. Quick, let's give it. No, don't go long. Oh, Nana, bro. I don't get why you always got to go long, bro. Just give it sideways. Keep the ball. Like what? Like is it an instruction for him to go long? Isn't this like I don't know, man. I feel like this manager is. I don't like the change. I don't like the changes the manager's made. The midfield changes the manager's made. Oh, looking at deflected goals. So fortunate. Goal out of nowhere. I think before that we had like no shots. Adama playing the wrong football. He should be in the NFL. Yeah, bro. 100. Man looks like flipping a quarterback. Is it a quarter? No, a quarterback. He looks, yeah, he looks the same. He probably needs to play the same position on the wings, but NFL. He's one of them guys. Yeah, it doesn't matter what sport. Yeah, he picked. He was always gonna like be good at a sport. Like if he picked, yeah, athletics, yeah, and was a sprinter, I reckon he would have made it if he focused really hard. If he was in America and he wanted to be an NFL player, he would have made it. Look at this guy. Look how quick this guy is. It's fake, bruv. Oh, coming like A Train. That's it. Running back. I don't know, man. I can't. I ain't gonna say I know a lot about NFL positions because clearly I do not. But yeah, running back. That's essentially what we kind of need in this team. The way that Amorim plays, but just with hella tech, good technical. I don't know about these fans shouting, singing Ruben Amorim. But if he wins this game away from home to Fulham 1-0, there we go. Well done, Lenny Euro. Conceded a corner though. We don't really want to be conceding corners. I don't trust this team when it comes to defending corners. We've seen what this defense, this team, this goalkeeper can be like. Onana's not as good as Binder, I believe, when it comes to defending corners. I think Binder's got more of a presence, he's taller, longer arms. Not what the hell, man. Malacia, man. You didn't need to boot it, Malacia. Stuff like that frustrate me, because it was 2 against 2. We could have had a break there, man. Oh, all right. Almost 87 minutes gone. We just got to hold on for about 3 more minutes of normal time. Probably have about 3-4 minutes of additional time. So yeah, listen, it's been ugly, man. It's been ugly, and we ain't won yet. So let me not speak like this. But if we can if we can hold on against Fulham away from home, I will take it. Oh, my lord, my lord. Oh, I saw Onana come for the ball and I saw Maguire and I was like, oh gosh. Like, who called? Did someone call for it? Oh, man. Uh, I'm pessimistic right now, guys. I ain't gonna lie. I said I don't feel good when these set pieces need to stop. Is that Oh my gosh, no. Toby! 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 Wow, well done. That's a goal. That is a goal right there. Well done, young man. Well done, young man. Like, I haven't seen a lot of his technical game, but from a athletic and physical standpoint, Toby's ready for the Premier League. I've seen him run up and down that pitch. I've seen his stamina. I've seen his pace. I've seen him keep up with players. And he looks, so far from what I've seen of him, technically sound. He gets the ball. He gives the ball. He moves. He gets the ball. He gives the ball. He moves. I haven't seen him do anything special, but as far as I'm concerned, Toby can play. Toby can play. Like, why not? Well done. Well done, Toby. I like the fact that he followed the flight of the ball. Toby, you followed the flight of the ball. You can't really teach stuff like that as well. Well done, Toby. He saved us there, man. Yeah. A lot of people now starting to look at Toby and starting to say, do you know what? He can do a job. He can do a job for what we want. For what we want, he can do a job in the system. But we'll see, man. I'm not gonna be one of those guys that's like, do you know what? Toby's the best footballer in the world, blah blah. I need to see more of Toby on the ball. When we on the front foot, when we need to play football, because this is all negative football. This is all Toby running back and tracking back and being physical or whatever. I need to see him when we've got the ball and when we're moving it, when we need to dominate teams. Let's see what Toby's doing. Let's see what he's like. But so far, I'm here for it, man. I'm here for Toby. I'm here for Toby. I don't listen. I knew. Let me see what happens here. Kind FC, yeah. I knew you were gonna mention that Bruno thing. And I ain't gonna lie, when I saw it, yeah, I was gonna say something, but I was like, I ain't got. I don't know, man. I was like, whatever, man. Whatever. I was like, what is this guy? This is the captain, the guy, yeah, that's supposed to have the know it all, the smarts, like the leader. This guy, what was he doing? Keep the ball. Slow the game down. What are you doing? Oh. And the cross was with his left foot as well. Oh my, Toby, that's not good. Yeah. But Bruno does that. That's Bruno, man. That's Bruno. Bruno does it all the time, man. They're chanting, "We want Glazers out" in front of the Ineos. I'm not gonna lie, yeah. If you want Glazers out, yeah, you should always want Glazers out. The whole picking and choosing when you want Glazers out, you only want Glazers out when United are doing bad, and bruv, we should just want the Glazers out. And if we want the Glazers out, yeah, we shouldn't have encourage flipping Ineos, because Ineos want to be in bed, want to deal with the Glazers. They didn't want to buy the club outright like the Qataris wanted, or the Sheikhs, Qatari, whatever. So these guys, yeah, don't actually know what they want. They don't actually know what they want. I've given up on the fans. Anyway, keep it tight, guys. Who's there? Who's there over that side? That's not good enough. Well done, Lenny. Oh, there's 3 minutes to go. So what is this? When we play at home in the league, and when we're expected to go and play, as the manager has alluded to, we lose. But when we play away from home against Man City, against Arsenal, against obviously Fulham now, against other teams where we don't actually have the ball, and we're playing this what the manager calls negative football, where we're just relying on counter attacks and relying on transition, i.e., this team was built for Ten Hag, and Ten Hag played transition football. So essentially, the manager, as he keeps alluding to, is having issues changing his team from a Ten Hag transition team to the team that he wants. Well done, Ahmad. Ah. Well done, Ahmad Diallo. Ahmad Diallo. Ahmad Diallo. Ahmad Diallo. Ahmad. 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 Yo, Ahmad. Well done. Wait, is he offside? Let's see something. Oh, he might be offside. He might be offside. He looks like he's slightly off. Oh, well done. VAR. Oh, he looks like he's off. He looks like he's off. Amad Diallo. It looks like he's off. It looks like he's off. Please don't let him be off. I think he's offside. But maybe because he's small. I'm hoping because he's small, yeah. Now you can see his shoulder. He's leaning. He's offside. He's offside, man. Kind of see. Good football there. Kobbie messed it up a little, but Malacia won it back. Kind of see, yeah. One thing I want to say about that movement, yeah, and that good football that you were talking about, yeah. Where was Kobbie Mainoo? Where was he? What position was he in? I know, I understand, yeah. I really understand that when Kobbie plays in the double pivot and Bruno plays in the 10, they often swap. We've seen it. We spoke about this on this channel, right? We have eyes, so we see it. And Kobbie often appears in that inside channel. And I keep saying over and over again, yeah, imagine Kobbie just playing in that left 10. He might not even be that great. He might not. But why hasn't the manager tried Kobbie in his actual position? Kobbie's a 10. The left 10 is actually Kobbie's actual more natural position on the football pitch. That's where he played a lot of his time. He played as a winger. He's an attacking player. Kobbie does a lot of his damage in that inside 10 position. He's there now, right there. And he looks good there. He looks all right there. Look at him. Look how technically sound he is. So why are we on this channel keep saying play Kobbie in the 10, play Kobbie in the 10? Why can we see this? And we've been saying it all the time. Look at this kid. Look how happy he's playing now. It's frustrating that I can see this shit. And it's obvious to me. And he, like I said, he might not even be that great, but he's better in that. That's where he ends up. That's where he wants to be. He wants to be on the edge of the box, in the box, between the lines with that close control that he has, that turn that he has, and the little 5-yard passes, the given goals. That's what he does. That is a 10. Why don't you get him to do all that stuff, yeah, that he does in the middle of the park? Get him to do it in the 10 role. Like it's not. I don't understand it. It's not rocket science. It's, to me, it's really. It's so basic to me. It's so obvious to me. And when people are saying, no, Kobbie's a good DM, Kobbie's a double. No, Kobbie's not a double. Listen, Kobbie, yeah, and let me tell you one more thing. Kobbie, the only way Kobbie Mainoo plays in the midfield is in the midfield 3, like a Pogba should do. Not the double pivot is too much responsibility. It's 2. In the midfield 3, I can see a Kobbie being the link. Not the 6 that picks it up from the. Well done, guys. Well done, guys. That's it. But the link man, but not in the double pivot, man. That's not Kobbie. It's not. It is not, and it never will be. I'm telling you. Anyway, it's still 1-0. 3 points. Not a classic, as the commentator said. Not a good game at all. But we got the result. the manager has said that he's now looking for performances. I don't know what performance he thinks he's got from this game, but one thing is clear, that in this league, sometimes it's not about performances. Sometimes on away days, you need to just win. I'll give you an example, guys. I reckon even if we had all Amorim's players, let's say we're 3 years in. We're 3 years in Amorim's tenure, and he's got all these players, and we're playing amazing football. There's still going to be games like this where we play crap and need to win away from home. The best teams in the world, the Real Madrids and whatever, have bad days where they play absolutely shockingly bad and still win games often. So these sort of like games, whether you're good a team or a bad team, they come. We're a bad team. We're not a good team. We're a bad team. So these games, we see them a lot more often than other teams. But I can be very negative today, and we will talk about the negatives. We will, but we just won a game. We just won a game away from home against a team, I believe, if Fulham in the top half of the table, I think. Well, there you go. They are. We're the 10th now, and we're 12th. So it's a good thing. It's a good thing. The issue today is the performance. And we're going to talk about the manager. And we're going to have, of course, my official match reaction very shortly. But I've been saying Kobbie's a 10. And hopefully we've seen once again what he can do in that inside channel. Hopefully the manager has seen that and maybe says, you know what, next game I'm going to start him in the 10. I believe the manager is having issues profiling our players. I think some players he's profiled correctly, and I feel like other players he's misprofiled, and he's been a bit stubborn. We will talk about Amorim because he's not perfect, and it'll be very ignorant of us to go in with the attitude of let's not analyze or critique what he's doing right now just because he doesn't have his own players, because we have eyes and we can see what's happening and we can see what's wrong and what's going wrong, so we can analyze and we can critique. It just means we just have to give him time because he doesn't have his own players. It doesn't mean we can't say what we see and have conversations about it. So we won the game, and surely Rasmus Hojlund's support has dwindled a little bit now. I've been saying for a long time that he's not good enough. And like I keep saying, Zirkzee might not be good enough himself, but he's better than Rasmus. And I feel, especially when I go online now, and when I hear the way fans have been giving Zirkzee a bit of love, especially since he got booed. But when I watch the match and I see the away fans chant for Zirkzee now, and I go online, I feel like people are beginning to see that as much as we want Rasmus to be something, as much as we feel, our feelings are most important in life. Yeah, how we feel is most important, because we only have one life, and feelings direct everything that we do, right? So as much as we feel and we want this man Rasmus to succeed, and we want this guy to be the guy leading United, I do not think it will be him, and I do not think he is good enough to lead the line. And I believe that a lot of people now are realizing that. So yeah, it is what it is anyway. Kind FC, big up yourself, man. Big up yourself. I agree that he should be left 10. Yeah. Kobbie should be left 10. 100%. Oh yeah, but yeah. So, Manchester United 1, Fulham 0. Fulham have been beaten. Yes, finally we have won a game against our nearest rivals in 10th. Listen, at the end of the day, this game was not a pretty game at all. And we kind of knew, as Man United fans, we kind of go into games now expecting a performance that came out of a dog's bottom. And today we kind of got that. We got that today. But do you know what? sometimes, whether you're a good team or a bad team, you just need the win. Away from home against a Fulham side that has beaten some teams, a lot of big teams that they shouldn't have beaten. And yes, they've lost games they shouldn't have lost. But this Fulham team, I was fearful. I was fearful today that we were going to get beaten. So I can't be a hypocrite and say, yes, our performance was bad today, but I can't be a hypocrite and say I'm angry about anything else, because football is about winning matches, and we won today, and we won away from home, and that is all that matters today. Yes, we want to see better performances. We do, and we're gonna talk about the players today. Who did what? Who played well? We're gonna talk about Rasmus today and have these uncomfortable conversations about Garnacho, Kobbie, Bruno, the wingback situations, and the manager. I don't think the manager made all the best decisions in terms of his starting lineup. And I believe that the manager also has issues. Or I disagree with the manager's profiling of the footballers sometimes. So there's a lot of things that's going wrong. But like I said today, we won the game. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about the game. First and foremost, we didn't see any great football. And I think it was only the second half. Second half. We had to wait until the second half before we had a shot on target, I believe. No shot on target in the first half. Quote me if I'm wrong, but I believe we waited a long time to have a shot on target. It wasn't a good spectacle. Rasmus Hojlund. If you're a United fan right now and you cannot see that this guy is not good enough to lead the line at Man United, then you're not a Man United fan. You're a fan of Rasmus Hojlund. Sometimes you just need to watch sports like sport. I know we don't watch sport the way it's supposed to be, the way that it's intended. We watch it very emotionally, and we don't watch it like we want the best players. We watch it like we want the players that we like. We want the players that we like to be in the team. Forget the fact that you like him. Forget the fact you like him. He's not good enough. And I keep saying over and over again, I'm not saying Zirkzee is the answer long term either. But he's better than Rasmus Hojlund, and we always play better with him. Today I saw the ball hit Rasmus's back, like I saw it hit his back in a previous game. Like I'm done seeing stuff like that. I'm done seeing the ball just bounce off his shin and him just on the floor on his knees, with his face on the grass. I'm done seeing him like that. He's a Man United forward. I'm done with this Rasmus. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. So the manager just keeps showing us time and time again that these guys are not good enough, and then yet we go online and we see people trying to fight for these guys. Garnacho today, rubbish, rubbish. I don't want to hear anything about Garnacho and all these Garnacho. Oh, he's 20. He can no. Stop comparing him to other youngsters at the same age. Like, it's not all about goals and assists. If you think football is just about how many goals and assists you score, and it's not about how good you actually are at football, then you guys don't understand football. Like, don't you ever compare Garnacho, a 20-year-old Garnacho, to Cristiano Ronaldo, who was doing stepovers, not making the best defenders in the world, leading Portugal at the age of 20 to European semi-finals and whatever. Leading Man United at the age of 20, he was leading our line with gigs, and he was playing with the best players in the world against the best players in the world, doing amazing things at age 20. He's miles and miles and miles clear of Garnacho as a footballer, despite the fact that his stat might be same, or Saka. All of this comparing Garnacho's stats to Saka. Shut your mouths. Stop it. Use your eyes. Look what you look. Can't you see? Forget about the goals. Look at the way he controls the ball. Look at the way he passes. Look at his attributes. Watch the way he plays football. My problem with the way that you young people, because I can only assume as young people, see football is it's only output driven. It's output, and that's it. If your output is high, it means you're a good footballer. And that's all that matters. That's it. There's no analysis. You guys don't actually watch the game. You guys don't actually understand how difficult it is to do certain things. So you start rating the wrong players. Garnacho's not good. He's not good. And if I'm to be specific, Garnacho is a young player that will be a good winger maybe for a mid-table club, I think, in the championship. Which football club in the Premier League does Garnacho start for on the wings? I don't think Garnacho gets into that Fulham team on the wings. I don't think so. So the wing backs today once again showed why we need wing backs. This system needs attacking wing backs. It needs wing backs that are essentially wingers. They're attacking minded first and defensive minded second. Dalot and Mazraoui, they're not good wing backs. They're good they're good fullbacks. We know Dalot's a good fullback, but going forward, he lacks the creativity, the positive mindset to drive into space, cross the ball, to shoot. He doesn't have the incentive to play that position. It's like Luke Shaw playing left back. We saw Luke Shaw for 8 years play left back, and the majority of the time, Luke Shaw hardly ever overlapped or underlapped. He just stood on the halfway line. And Luke Shaw is actually good technically, but Luke Shaw just lacked the mentality to just go and drive forward. Often I would say, Luke Shaw, just drive forward. You have the technical ability, but he doesn't have... This manager doesn't want to play with defenders as fullbacks. He wants to play with attackers as fullbacks. And I think once that is sorted, once we basically get Ahmad on each wing, plus an Ahmad in as a 2-10s, or Ahmad type player on each fullback position, or Dogu. I'm not saying he's as good as Ahmad, but someone who offers, dribbling, pace, all of these things, we're going to be a lot more of a threat. Listen, one of our main issues is that we're not really a threat going forward. And because we're not a threat going forward, teams don't need to worry about us, which means teams get brave and get confident when they come and they play us off the park often. Not off the park, but they come and they play. They come and play because they know there's nothing going the other way. So the wing backs today, they did their thing, but they weren't good enough. The double pivot today wasn't good enough once again. Ugarte, like I said, he's good at what he's good at. And I think we just need to remember that he's a very good destroyer. But when we want to progress with the ball, don't expect that from him. Just know what he is and know what to expect from Ugarte. That's all I will say to United fans. Don't gas him up into being this best footballer in the world. Don't do silly things like that. Just know what Ugarte brings us and know what his limitations are. That's all I would say. I had no problems with the back three, really. Fulham didn't score today. Fulham did not score today. So despite the fact that I do believe that the defenders, the three guys at the back, do need to do more when we have the ball rather than passing it between each other. And if they do pass it between each other, there's no need to take 3, 4, 5 touches off the ball when you're doing it. Because you set the pace. You set the tone. You set the tone, you three defenders. So even if you're passing it between each other to maybe suck the players in, the opposing players in, do it quick. Do it one touch. Bang, bam, bam, bam. Just by doing that, just by moving the ball quickly, like what people need to understand and what footballers know, we all know, is that in order to find these spaces and to fizz the ball through the lines and to progress the football, you need to find the spaces and you need to pull players out of position. If you're just taking 3 or 4 touches and standing around, you're not going to pull players out of position. So how are you going to score goals? We need to move the ball a lot quicker at the back. So today, we didn't concede a goal. Good, great defensively. But with the ball, we need to be doing more. We need to be showing more. We need to be not so easily pressed. Now we're going to talk about the striker today. If we are pressed that easily and there's no outlet for Onana, I've defended Onana for a long time, but now I feel like there's a tint that's now come from my eyes because of the racismo stuff that always circulates around Onana. I feel like I've defended him a lot. And I still will defend him when I need to. And I don't think he had a bad game today, Onana. So I'm not going to put it on him. But what I will say is, I never realized how bad he has become at distributing the ball. When there are players around him to pass the ball to, He's not giving it to them. And when I'm expecting him to like drop a shoulder and, I don't know, send the defender the wrong way or something, or to have a bit of confidence about him and find a man, or when we used to see Onana, them little clips of him with Inter Milan fizzing the ball through to the fence all the way through to the strikers and stuff, and I was like, whoa, this guy is really good ball. We're seeing none of that. He's almost lost all composure to play the ball out from the back, and when he goes long, he very rarely gets his man. Like his short kicking is fine, but his long game, I can't remember the last time he went long and he actually got to Rasmus Hojlund. Like, I can complain about Rasmus all I want, but the long balls to Rasmus, a lot of them, they're not that good from Onana. And if they're coming from like Dalot or Maguire or from the defenders, then they're often better. And that's one thing our defenders try to do a lot of, that cross-field ball to Rasmus. And that brings me kindly onto Rasmus. Like I said about Rasmus, let me just keep it short, actually. The guy tries. He's trying his hardest. But as we can see, not only is he technically just not good enough to play at this level, I believe his confidence is very, very low. He's very, very low. And when your confidence is very, very low, you revert to like some default state. Like if Messi confidence, or like say Martial's confidence was low, you'll see just the basics from Martial. Just what we're seeing from Rasmus is just him at a very basic level, not playing well. Because when Rasmus Hojlund's playing well, he's kind of playing the same way, but he might be getting on the end of a cross a bit more, or you might have a shot. We can talk about the fact that he's not getting opportunities to score, and he's a final third, final action type of striker rather than a striker that brings others into play and gets involved in the game. But he's not even helping the team go up the pitch, and that's what I'm saying. He's not holding the ball up and bringing others into play. That's how you help the team. You can't progress up the pitch if you can't hold on to the ball. And I just feel like we're seeing too many fundamentally wrong things with Rasmus Hojlund at the moment. And Zirkzee came on today and he showed a little bit more. But like I keep saying, at this point, in about a year or two, I wouldn't be surprised if United went in for another striker. I don't mind Zirkzee, and Zirkzee is better than Rasmus. And we haven't seen what either striker look like in a better functioning team. But you can argue a better functioning team won't have these strikers on it, because why would we want you as a striker if we're a good team? We'd want a better striker. So you can argue you shouldn't get the opportunity to know. In Rasmus's case, maybe because he's been there for a year and a half, maybe not for Zirkzee. I don't know. You can argue that. I don't know. I'm just putting it out there. But that's how I saw it anyway. Not a good game for the neutral. Boring game to watch. But despite the fact that some players played well, most players didn't actually play that well. Other players, in my opinion, shouldn't be here. And once again, we saw what Kobbie Mainoo could potentially do when given an opportunity to play in that inside 10 channel. Once he was there, once he came on and he was given the freedom to go and play higher up the pitch, he just looked so much better. Play him there, please. Play Kobbie Mainoo further up the field. Stop trying to play him in this. Stop trying to treat him like a dog, this box-to-box runner that he hasn't got the engine for that. He doesn't have the know-how, the awareness, the defensive awareness, the aggression. He's not that kind of footballer. He's not that player. He's a flair player. He's going to get misprofiled just like Paul Pogba did for the exact same reason. Why? Because he looks a certain way, so he must be some running workhorse sort of player. I don't know. I feel like Kobbie is misprofiled, and I just feel that the manager needs to play Kobbie further forward. Yeah, other than that, I'm happy with the win. I'm happy with the win. We keep it moving. I hope this manager gets a Dogu. I know there's some people online not too excited about the signing. I'm not saying I'm the most excited about the signing, but I feel like we need that profile of player. in the wing-back positions. We do, guys. I know I've said a lot, but yeah, that's my outlook of the game. Too slow. We need to move the ball quicker, and we need to get these manager players who are comfortable playing in the positions that the manager wants to be filled. We need to back this guy. We do. Anyway, guys, let me know what you thought of the game. Comment below, like, share the video. As always, do you think Garnacho should leave, or are you still thinking, you know, let's keep this guy? I know he's not a number 10, and I know he doesn't fit in this manager system, but something, he's young and got potential. That's what I hear. But when I ask people, what's he good at? What's he good at? Tell me one outstanding quality he has, and people go quiet. I don't know. Anyway, guys, let me know what you guys think. Like I said, comment, share, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out, people. Let me see. Wait, kind of see. Garnacho would get beat up in the championship. Too weak. Maybe German league with high lines after him. Yeah. No, you're right. The thing is, yeah, when I was talking about Garnacho and how Garnacho could function, I was going to say, yeah, mid-table Premier League team. And I thought to myself, hold on a second. No, you wouldn't. It's more like a mid-table championship team. But then you reminded me, no, he wouldn't. Not even a mid-table championship team, because he would get... The way that he gets bullied off the ball by every defender in this league, and he's always on the floor and he's always getting pushed around. In a championship, it will be worse. And the funny thing is, Ahmad was held back, yeah? And one of the reasons, well, we were told anyway, as fans, why Ahmad was being held back is because of his lack of physicality, right? And Ahmad went to the championship and was knocking out, was just knocking out defenders. Ahmad's got an African toughness. Ahmad is short, yeah, but he's got that low center of gravity, and he's got them flipping, you know, like Saka. Saka's got that African toughness. And that's what Ahmad has. And that's what flipping, man like flipping Garnacho, he ain't got it. He's like a feather, bruv. He's that feather in flipping Forrest Gump at the end. That's Garnacho, bro. Like, you're right. Maybe a more like an Italian league will do him well. That's why I'm saying, yeah, this Napoli, man, this deliver the duffel bag, man. Just give us a paper, give us a 60 M's. We'll take 60 million euros for him, and let him play in Italy, so he can just be the quickest guy in that league. He probably won't be. No, he won't be actually. Man's acting like Lookman and all the man there not in that league. But do you know what? Yeah, that's funny. You say, even now I'm thinking about Italian league with Mason Greenwood and them man in there. Yeah, listen, even the Italian league, yeah, he's not gonna boss that league. You know, that league with their defending, yeah, it's not an easy league. You know, like, people I think overrate Garnacho, and I think people will see once he leaves. I think people will see that he's not as good as they think he is. Kind of see. In a better functioning team, Zirkzee sees more of the ball. We have seen his impact on getting the team up the pitch when he gets more of the ball. I agree. In a team that is playing with more confidence, Zirkzee will get more of the ball. And Zirkzee is a sort of player, like, unlike Rasmus, he needs like 100 touches of the ball to, like, not to get into the game, but he wants to have touches of the ball. He wants to feel part of the game. Rasmus doesn't want to touch the ball. Rasmus wants to just run in the other way and run in behind and just shoot. Running behind and shoot. Rasmus wants to tap the ball in. He wants to get in certain positions, tap in. He's a final action striker. Zirkzee, he wants to be involved in the game. I get it. So if we are functioning better as a team, then Zirkzee will also be better. However, it doesn't mean right now Zirkzee and the mistakes he's making shouldn't be, you know, spoken about as well. But yeah, I like Zirkzee. I just fear that Zirkzee isn't the profile the manager wants, and I have to keep it 100 because I can't talk about people's favourites and being biased and all these things. And I have my favourite, which is Zirkzee. Zirkzee is one of my favourite ballers, but I've got to be real, yeah, in saying that I believe I believe that the profile of striker that the manager wants is probably closer to Rasmus's profile. Not, and when I say profile, as in who they think Rasmus is, not who he actually is, who they think he is. They think he's like quick, running behind, dynamic, hold the ball up, basically a striker that can do it all at like a good level. That's what they wanted Rasmus to be. They wanted to at least groom him, coach him to be that player. They thought they could develop him to be that player, because once you've got pace, once you lack pace, you can't get pace. So if you have it, they'd rather get a flipping quick turd and try and mold it into gold, basically. A quick turd and mold it into gold than a slow piece of gold. Does it make sense? Once you've got that pace that you need, that electric pace and dynamism in the Premier League, that's a big tick. So I feel like Rasmus is the sort of the profile that they want, or they think he's a profile they want, but he's just not that good. That's the problem. It's like when you play Rasmus, yeah, it's like, please be good, Rasmus, because you're actually who we actually want. So it's like, please be good. Whereas when Zirkzee plays, it's like, I know you're not going to run in behind. I know you're not going to offer us a lot of the things that we want, but you're better than Rasmus. But I don't know if this team in this setup is going to score loads of goals with a striker like you until we get better players as well to play with you. Does it make sense? So it's like, I don't know, man. What is that? What is that celebration? I don't trust Lissandro's celebration, man. I don't trust it. You know the ones. What does it mean? Over under. Over under. Over under. Or snake or something. I don't know what he was doing. Yeah, so I hear you. In a better functioning team, Zirkzee is a better footballer. So in a better footballing team, Zirkzee will just look better because he's a better footballer. But then you could argue in a team that's also better functioning, that's creating those chances for their striker, and all Rasmus Hojlund has to do is just like not really touch the ball and just be on the last shoulder and do 10-yard tap-ins. What would he look like? When he doesn't need to play football, Rasmus, when all he has to do is not hold the ball up and bring others into play. The problem is, when would he never not have to do that? Even in a good, well-functioning team, he probably still has to have to do a bit of that. So, I don't know. I'm just trying to help Rasmus out. I felt like I critiqued him a lot, and I'm trying my best to help this guy out. But if Rasmus, yeah, is hair longer than Zirkzee, yeah, it'll be very shocking. Shocking in the sense that the football gods will be shocked, but the people on this planet won't be shocked. The people on this planet will be like, yeah, get rid of Zirkzee, man. But the football gods will be like, yeah, I reckon they'll be shocked. But anyway, we won the game today, and we just need to take more risks as well. And I feel like we will take more risk when we become more confident. Do you know what it is? We need the season to end. I feel like we need a big reset. We need like a 2 months off and no football, because I feel like every time these players go out, yeah, and play football, they get. I feel like they get reminded that the system's not working or they're not good enough. So I feel like they need a break, yeah, a long break of just not having matches and not getting slapped in the face by all of these opponents. Because having matches at the moment, yeah, it's just not. It's showing us stuff. It's showing, we need to have matches. We can't just pause the season. I know that, but I feel like because they're doing more harm than good. And I feel like we need a whole 2 months of buying into our system on the training ground before, like, a week of it then slap, a week of it then slap, a week of it then slap. We need a 2 month period of just training, getting it drilled into them, you know, and not having to face reality on for like 2 months until they're really ready. Because at the moment, confidence is now. I mean, it's always something to talk about. It's always a factor. Confidence, to be fair, it's not just now, but maybe increasingly it's becoming more of a factor. But we won the game today, and we won the game away from home. So maybe this will give the players a bit more confidence and believe in what the manager's doing. We'll see, man. We will see. He's not happy, is he? He's not happy, the Fulham coach. But you lost the game, mate. Anyway, I'll be online for a few more minutes before I call it a day. Call it a day and a day. Call it a day. Man United, the winners. We beat Fulham. We beat Fulham. We beat Fulham. We are now 12th. Man United. We're going to finish in the top half of the league. Top half of the league. Where we go, Man United. We're full of shit. Oh man. All right, cool guys. Anyway, hope you guys had a good week. Enjoy the rest of your week, the new week. Big up yourselves, people. It wasn't a good game today, but that's how it is with Man United, man. That's how it is. I'm not ever expecting us to play some good football. Like this season, in terms of expecting good football, I've given up now. It's a write off. I'm just waiting to see what this manager can do once he's been given at least 4 or 5 new signings. Then I can start talking. Then I can, because right now I feel like I've seen enough now. I see the pattern. Like I'll be a fool to always to like the next match expect good football. Then the next match, no. If it's been 12 matches and we've played shit in all 12 matches, why would I then expect us to play well in the 13th? That's just like, no, no, no. So I've seen the pattern now. I'm not expecting anything amazing anymore. Um, from this team in terms of performances until the manager gets his players. And once a manager gets his players, I can't wait to start judging him because right now I feel like he's getting away with a lot of stuff because the whole he hasn't got his players excuse will be there. But I don't know how long he can keep using that one. So anyway, people, big up yourselves as always, man. Thank you for joining me on the stream. We'll be here again. I think when's the next midweek fixture? Dave, Thursday. What's that? Rangers, right? All right. We forgot. Dave forgot. I should fire Dave. But anyway, see you guys next time. Peace.